down at you, and you find your loved ones saying the same thing. You find those close to you trying to add more fuel to the fire, and that is why you see people separating and being away from each other. Now, the last part where the Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, pray at night when people are sleeping. And it goes without saying that every one of us knows the importance of night prayer. The Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, the honor of a believer is night prayer. And his pride is in not looking at what people have. So your honor, your dignity is when you stand alone in front of Allah in the middle of the night. No one is watching, no one is listening, no one knows what you're doing except Him Azza wa Jal. And you pray and you recite the Quran. When you prostrate, you put the highest point in your body on the floor, supplicating, asking Allah for forgiveness, asking Allah for dignity. When you wake up in the morning, you feel that you're protected. You feel that you have someone who looks for you and looks after you. This is night prayer. The Prophet ﷺ used to pray almost the whole night until his feet were swollen. Imagine when your feet are swollen because of the length of your standing. And the Prophet ﷺ used to be asked, didn't Allah forgive all of your coming sins and the previous sins? And he would say, yes, He did. But shouldn't I be a grateful servant of Allah? Now, do we have this reward and certificate that Allah had forgiven our previous sins and upcoming sins? Yet, we fail to pray night prayer. The Prophet ﷺ told us that when a believer prays night prayer and he recites 10 ayah, 10 verses, he will not be registered among those who forget Allah. لم يكتب من الغافلين. He will not be registered among those who forget and neglect Allah. 10 ayahs. And if you recite only a short surah such as وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى, for example, this is enough. And whoever recites 100 ayah, which is equivalent to reciting Al-Waqi'ah and a very short surah, then Allah will register him as the qaniteen, the one who prolong their prayers, or the one who fear Allah most. 100 ayah. And whoever prays night prayer with 1,000 ayah, and this is equivalent to Juz'u Amma and Tabarak, both of them. If you recite it in night prayer, Allah will register him as Al-Muqantirin, those who have, they're pulling wagons and wagons of good deeds behind them. But what do the Muslims do? The Prophet tells us, alayhi salatu wasalam, and this is to be given to a man and his wife. Whenever a man wakes up in the middle of the night and wakes his woman to pray 2 rak'ahs with him, and she refuses, and he takes a few drops of water and sprinkles it to her face, and she wakes up and they pray 2 rak'ahs, the Prophet tells us that they will be registered on the Day of Judgment as ذَاكِرِينَ اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا وَالذَّاكِرَاتِ. 2 rak'ahs, those who remember Allah a lot among the females and the males. And if a woman does the same, Allah would give her the same reward. Night prayer is something that you would never ever find someone who is not practicing. Well, let me rephrase that. It is something that every practicing person would always do. If you find someone who's practicing and does not pray night prayer, there's a deficiency in him. There's something wrong. And the more you conceal this and hide it from people, the more it is sincere at the sight of Allah. When you look at Abu Bakr, for example, is an extraordinary case. The Prophet ﷺ once prayed al-Fajr, and after Fajr prayer he said, who among you have poor person. It's Fajr. And it's the beginning of the day. This means that he fed someone an hour ago. So Abu Bakr said, I did. Then the Prophet said, who visited a sick person? And Abu Bakr said, I did. Then the Prophet said, who buried a Muslim? Abu Bakr said, I did. And then the Prophet said, who is fasting today? And Abu Bakr said, I did. All of these four things when? After Fajr. The Prophet said, these four things, once they are combined in one person, he goes to paradise. And that's why we know for sure that Abu Bakr is in paradise. So night prayer, we could spend a lot of time talking about Taraweeh, talking about Tahajjud, the difference of them. As I said, all of this is something that you all know. But it is important that we practice what we know and that we remind each other of the things that we know but seem to have forgotten or neglected, so that inshallah it would help us to be among those who enter paradise in peace. Wallahu a'lam wa nisbatul ilmi ilayhi aslam wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala abdihi wa rasulihi nabiyina Muhammad.